Hi everyone and welcome to Darksiders 2 Deathinitive Edition, Deathinitive difficulty walkthrough. This is part 20 and it's the Psychomeron. Christ, I love that word, Psychomeron. So, I don't exactly know what the fuck this place is, but it's basically the first time you got here is a gauntlet of enemies, as you can see here. But there are a lot of puzzles, so that's why it is a 15-minute video. Now, I've continued to do a lot of editing, and I almost edit all of the loot and everything that is exploration not imported to a puzzle. The puzzles in the Psychomeron can be a little tricky because you have to summon two all of the old lords that you have gotten this far. We are in the works of getting the third, and the next video, part 21, is going to be a kidnap boss fight. So why did I separate the boss fight? Well, because I think I mostly separated every single boss fight in this walkthrough. So you can actually just check out the boss if you want, and not have to watch like an entire video and at the end fight the boss. I think people will appreciate that sort of separation, and it doesn't make the walkthrough longer. As you can see, I just put the entire Psychomeron, that could have been like a 2 or 3 part episodes, easily in a single episode. And the only thing that is separated is the boss fight. So, believe me, I'm taking the advice of Akuma, and doing this a lot more edited, so I can trim out the fat, so to speak. So I really appreciate having fans of this game like Akuma, Taysin, who watches too, and of course Gangsta, who always watches this episode. I really appreciate the feedback, guys. I really appreciate that we can talk about the game or whatever the fuck we come up to. Like I was talking the other day with Gangsta about what he was going to do in his soul channel. By the way, I just watched, well, not just, the other day I watched the second to last episode of his Evil Within Let's Play, and on Nightmare difficulty, and he's going to do something else with Evil Within after that. And he had another project, but he didn't want to mention because it's actually a kind of secret. But definitely check his channel. It's in my the council part, which will be my featured channels. Definitely check out his Let's Play of Evil Within and of Resident Evil Revelations 2, which are both pretty fucking good. So yeah, and he's going to have the last chapter of the Evil Within in a few days, so definitely check his channel and his Let's Plays. He has an awesome commentary, really good commentary for Let's Play. Like I'm impressed. I was impressed the first time I checked him out. Like I have people talking in my subscribers, and I usually click on their names to see if they have channels. But sometimes I just forget. It's not on purpose, and I just, casually clicked on Gangsta, and I found out that he had a fucking awesome channel full of videos. He has God of War videos, so definitely, guys, definitely check him out. So yeah, I was saying about the editing part. This is all the puzzles. So this is all the. I couldn't trim this out because, see, you have to manage to lords, and you have to manage them to activate levers and stuff like that. These are not actually riveting puzzles. These are kind of like shitty puzzles. But what can you do? I'm not a fan of these puzzles, or the separation of the souls puzzles that are going to come in a new mechanic after the Psychomeron. I'm not a fan. I appreciate more the puzzles of Darksiders 1 and the combat of Darksiders 2. It's like the combat is a little better here, and the puzzles are a little worse, like more dense and just forgetting, and the puzzles in the first one kind of looked more like a Zelda style of game, more than just figuring out what lever to push in sequence of, you know, another lever. So yeah, that's what I think. And before you ask, no, I'm not going to cover Darksiders 1, at least for now. I actually never bought it. I have it on Steam, but no, excuse me, I have it on PS3, but I sold my PS3, so, and I never bought it on Steam, so I just will have to buy it. And to be sure, I just don't want to fill my channel with Darksiders. Like, this was a new edition, this is why I did the walkthrough. But I just don't want to bring Darksiders 1 so close to Darksiders 2, because I think that's a problem. I think that is always filling your channel with only one type of game and then following, like the Uncharted trilogy. I did Uncharted Brutal, Uncharted 1, Brutal, Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3. The whole trilogy was published one after the other, and I think it was too much. It was too much to bring new viewers and for my own subscribers. It was too much Uncharted, and I mean, that's not a bad thing for me, but it can be for some people. So I don't want to do that. So maybe Uncharted, whatever. Maybe Darksiders 1 in the future. Sure, that's a thing that could happen. So, and I hope Darksiders 3 at some point. As I said it to Akuma the other day, I mean, I would love to play as Fury. Fury is the chick, is the woman rider, and she uses a whip, a fiery whip, and 2 handguns, a dual handgun. So I don't know, it would be a good change of pace to play with a woman character who is a badass, like kind of like Tomb Raider maybe, and Mirror's Edge maybe. I'm just trying to figure out what games do we actually have that have women in the main character that are actually not being saved by men or stupid shit like that. Yeah, not so much like in movies. I mean, we don't have really strong female main characters, and that's all a fucking politic of fucking men, I guess, that keep thinking that if we have a woman in the main lead, the product, whether it's a movie or a game, is not gonna sell as well as if it were a man. And that's kind of strange for me, because every time I play a Dark Souls or a RPG, I usually make a woman character, and that's not because I identify as a woman, guys. that's only because I like playing the role of a badass woman. Like in my Bloodborne, if you check out my save file, it's full of woman characters. Even in my Blood Level 4, you can see that I'm a character, a female kind of Mirror Edge Chinese redheaded woman. So I don't know, I think it's a little... I think people don't really, if the game is good, people don't really care about the main character. Like, who the fuck cares if it's a woman or a man? If you're someone who actually will say something like, "Oh no, a woman, no, I'm not gonna play this game." Like, the game is the best, the game of the year, but because it's a fucking woman in the main character, you're not gonna play it. Like, you really should check your priorities in life, because you might be a fucking retarded asshole. So, but I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. So yeah, we are continuing with these riveting puzzles, as you can see, and actually this is all edited, guys, but I just wanted to show you some of the puzzles, because yeah, the Psychomeron is cool by name, but it's only cool by his almost last combat arena, fierce combat arena, and the boss fight, because everything else is a fucking huge puzzle. It's a cool name. They had to give it a cool name. So after this, we're gonna go to the Land of the Dead, I think. Remember if that's the real name, or the Kingdom of the Dead. And that's definitely going to be a lot of parts, because that's a long dungeon. and we are approaching something close to 3/4 of the game. That means that we are not really far away from the end. I'm probably going to leave the ending cutscene so you can see it and check it out if you want. We are a little ways still, but if you want to play this game and you don't want to be spoiled, don't check out my last video, because it's probably going to feature the ending cutscene without fucking commentary. So yeah, as you can see, we are back here. We're gonna take another route now, and a lot of bullshit is happening in YouTube in the last months. This is the combat arena. This is really tough. I died once here, and it's weird that I die, because actually my character is not half bad with the weapons that I have, but I died once, so this is tough. So yeah, with the fucking YouTube Red, this is a subscription based kind of YouTube, so you don't have any kind of ads, you know, and any type of bullshit that derives from the video. That could be a good thing and a bad thing. Also, I heard that videos are going to kind of change, and it's going to be more important to have a long video than actually a short one. It's going to be more important that people kind of stays watching a video from beginning to end, because that's going to be the full monetization future style of videos, and not really actually short videos when you are kind of paid for views, or if people, you know, click in the ads and stuff like that. I'm not really sure what the new politics are. I have taken the agreement of YouTube Red because I just don't give a fuck about it. That's my reality. I think that's different, and I totally respect people who can actually live off YouTube or Twitch or you know, places like that, because that's a dream job for many people, like playing games and you know, earning money from it. The thing that I cannot really understand is people that approach like a YouTube channel from the standpoint of I'm like my objective is to make money. My objective is to live from my YouTube channel. Like, I will never understand people that from the very beginning they create the channel and it's a video games channel, you know, maybe it could be applicable to other types of videos as well. But I cannot understand whoever approaches this with the sole idea to make money, because you know what's gonna happen? It's really rare. Like, it's really rare. Like, you should never do that. As a mindset, I don't understand it, because I love games. I've been playing games since childhood. You might kinda laugh what I'm going to say, but the idea of my channel, the idea of creating my channel, kind of came about like I was bored one day, and I was kind of watching other YouTube channels on other content creators, and I said, what would happen if I created my channel? And I started uploading, I think it was my soul level 1 of Dark Souls 2. Not the Scholar of the First Thing, of course, the first version. Okay, so I spoke too much. We will continue this conversation in chapter 21, which will be Echidna's boss fight. Thank you for watching, and take care.